guys.
Hi.
No.
Hello.
Low energy.
No.
Hey, guys. You guys like scotch?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Good.
I do.
Well, we don't have a choice because that's what we're drinking. So for this bonus episode of Loose Cannon, we've decided to do a blind taste test of 5 different scotches-ish. I'll explain that in a second. And we'll see what we like the best. And we probably won't be able to differentiate between...
That's what I'm very curious about.
Yeah.
Is whether we can actually
That's
taste the
why
difference.
we have these.
Crackers.
Yes.
My name is Brandan. To my left is...
Bram.
To your right.
Reasonably.
So I guess so what we did is we had Andrew Lee, the third brother, who you don't ever see.
Not related.
Yeah, no. We had him pour 3 ounces into each red Solo cup and then mix up the cups. And
Yeah. So basically, what's in the red Solo cup isn't
what's in front of it.
Yeah, isn't the bottle that's in front of it.
exactly.
And I have been deceitful towards you two, because I have an ace in the hole,
Water.
a nosing glass.
How dare you?
Suck it.
So starting with
That one.
this, we don't know numbers. We don't know
Nope,
anything.
don't know.
You want to give me your
That's
glasses?
So we'll have to put the cups in order
Yes.
from
Yes.
best to worst.
Yeah. Ooh, that's got some vanilla.
So dead serious. I know it sounds like bougie as shit. Get yourself a nosing glass. It really does
No,
make a difference.
I prefer. Yeah. All I own are
Especially if you have a big
Pilsners.
snout like me.
Well, which is stupid is I own Pilsner glasses. I don't like Pilsners, but I own them.
Oh, we should probably. Did we ever say what the fuck we're drinking?
No, I'll read off.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I won't have a mic, but hopefully you can hear me.
Oh yeah, there is a long cable.
So we
I
have
love this.
Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey, Caribbean smooth rum cask finish.
8 years, right? For this one?
That is 8 years
Yeah.
age, yes. Then we have Nikka whiskey, single malt yokai.
So can I stop you right there?
Perfect.
So that one I put in there. So it's not.
It's not Scotch.
It's not technically a Scotch, but the guy Tsuku or Tetsuki or whatever, the guy who made it, he went to Scotland, took the techniques, and then brought it to a location in Japan where it
Yeah.
has the same temperate kind of climate. Same
Yeah,
climate.
'cause I mean, it's still whiskey without an E. So that means he's using the same methods.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not technically a Scotch
Yeah.
because it's not made in Scotland,
Scotland, yeah.
but it's the same principle. So
Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, of course. Now we have Bowmore, established in 1779, is a single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Kirkland signature brand,
I'm so curious about this.
Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey,
I sculpted myself.
sherry cask finish, aged 20 years. Then we have a blended Scotch whiskey, Passport Scotch, William Longmore and Company. All we got here is a 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof.
That was Brand with the weather.
Now, if I were to make a guess,
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to say it's the Bowmore.
I realize it's Scotch and just high alcohol, but like any tasting notes that you would say with this?
I smell vanilla, but yeah, the hiccups. Yeah, do you smell
Not a lot of peatiness.
There's I don't no
Penis.
no
Penis.
there's no penis at all.
No penis.
Whatever this is, it's pretty smooth.
Yeah,
It's
oh
not
yeah.
bitey.
Now this is a good like sipping whiskey.
Mhm.
It's definitely a good sipping whiskey.
No, and that's an important note. We're just having these straight, no water, no ice cubes, no.
nothing. So let's put that in the middle.
Yeah, well,
obviously.
yeah.
Okay, let's
And
move
I
on
like
to Scotch or whiskey number 2.
Whiskey number dose.
I have coffee in between.
And I get crackers like a mook.
This one's darker now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That smells real strong.
Yeah, it does.
There's not a lot of
No,
taste.
there isn't. I haven't tasted it yet, but you can tell by smelling it. It's very. It's
Ooh,
this.
that's just bitey. Oh,
I bet you that's the passport.
I don't even want to finish it.
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
This reminds me of how I feel about alcohol the day after a long party.
Yes. Well, this is like the whiskey that gets brought out after everyone's been drinking all night.
Right.
And then
It's like,
someone's
what
like,
else you got, dude?
Oh, you guys are going to love this one.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. The smell has almost a nuttiness to it. After a while, it's got a little nutty sweetness to it. But then when you taste it, the alcohol overpowers everything. That's what you taste is just the alcohol.
We should definitely put that towards the bottom.
Yeah. This will definitely be the second out of the only two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to start with that.
No.
If I was going to drink multiple scotches or any whiskey, that would be a later end. End.
Peaty.
Oh, it's peaty, but it's not.
But I'd say still pretty alcoholic-y, too.
I'm getting fat because I have 2 chairs smushed together right here.
Smell wise, it's peaty, but that's all I get. I don't get any alcohol.
Oh, really?
I get no alcohol. I get the smokiness and the peatiness. I could breathe this all day. Like if this is oxygen, I'd be fine.
Oh,
This tastes better than it smells.
I agree.
I'm not going to guess what it is, but I have a feeling what it is.
The finish on that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's got a nice little peatiness to it, little smokiness to
It
it.
sounds like we say penis.
This is probably my favorite penis. I will just constantly consume this penis all the time. I just said this is the best we've had. It does not stick around. There's no major bite, but it does leave aftertaste. But it's a
nice aftertaste.
It's an enjoyable aftertaste. I wouldn't mind drinking this by itself.
Do we like it more than the first one that we had?
I think so.
Yep.
Not by a lot, but I think so.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I love our recording days. And I'm not joking.
I love you so much.
I'm not joking. This is great.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of
clear. It smells clear.
I will need water after this.
I can hear it in your voice.
I know. I'm not
It sounds like I'm talking to the desert right now.
I'm not a big drinker anymore. I'm just not. When I have drinks, it's with you two.
Dr. Fisher.
Dr. Saxon. Harry got my medical chart from Dr. Jacob's file.
I like this. The smell.
smell is good.
I like the smell a lot.
Ooh, the smell.
So this is super interesting. Initial taste, really great. A little bit of the alcohol bite, and then kind of like mellows out.
Yeah.
It's super interesting.
I know exactly what it is.
Do you?
Yep.
Do you think it's the Caribbean?
Yep. I would almost put money on it. That
Ooh.
it's the
Oh,
Caribbean.
yeah?
How much?
I am not a gambler.
Yeah.
I am not a bettor.
I don't
because
have cash on me.
Exactly. But if I were rich, and
I mean, it is called Caribbean Smooth, and it is pretty smooth.
It is pretty smooth.
tastes like Dewar's. It tastes like Dewar's.
How would we rate that one?
That's the best.
I'd say definitely one best or second best.
I would say second best.
Second best.
I would, because it has the bite lasts a little too long for that one. But if you like that bite, you might like the first one. But that's up to you, if the listeners. I would go second. But then
We do it as a democracy.
Yeah.
If it's second, I'm not going to be heartbroken.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but but again, I'm the same way. I wouldn't be heartbroken if it was first.
I don't know.
How about this? How about we put it second for now, and then once we see what goes to each, we take a tiny bit of taste of those just to kind of at the end.
So second?
Second.
Okay.
And then once you figure, like I said, once we figure it out, we can get it kind of get it down.
Ooh, I don't know about the smell. Ooh, I don't know about the smell about
The
this one.
smell is so
But we've been thrown
light.
off by the smell before.
The smell is so light and almost a honey. You smell the honey?
I
smell the
I don't know if I agree
Remember
with
that
you there.
terrible movie?
And making it on your own terms. Honey.
It's
A little too burny, you know? Feel the burn.
it's like honey and alcohol.
It's burny, but not as burny as the last two.
Face.
So I
That's
agree.
my Bernie Sanders. Stop speaking face. You
I
want to
say
do three?
three.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I say
I'm
three.
not heartbroken.
So now that we've rated things,
Did we finish them all? No.
Yeah.
yeah. Do we just start looking at the bottom of the bottles now?
So you look at the bottom of the cup, and then you move the bottles, and
Yeah.
I'll just sit here.
Yeah.
This one's number 5.
And number 5.
Oh, look at you all smooth looking with the fucking mic.
Number 5. Number 5. And number 5. Number 5.
Is that one?
Yeah,
Number
I think we
5.
called that though.
We called it for a few, though.
We'll see.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay, second cup.
Number 3.
Number 3. Number 3.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Number 4.
Number 4. Bowmore.
Are you serious?
Established 1779. Single malt.
Okay.
Did we even?
Do you even mix them up?
Number 2. Number 2.
Oh,
Passports.
Really?
Number 2 is passports.
Oh, wow.
That kind of bums me out.
And then
Yeah.
number 1 is Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whisky.
Can we try that one again?
Sherry Cask. And I think this was the super harsh one.
Yeah, that super bums me out.
So
I
we-
love Kirkland.
And you would think it being finished in a sherry cask that
Yep.
it would kind of like.
So this would be Kirkland Signature, aged 20 years, Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whisky. This Kirkland Signature 20-year-old Speyside Single Malt Scotch was aged in ex-bourbon barrels, then finished for a minimum of 6 months of Oloroso sherry casks.
I don't get any of that.
I do want to try that again.
Yeah.
So we feel very confident in the first 3. Do
There
we
was-
want to do a tiny sip of each? Let Uncle Brandon.
Oh, Uncle Bran's drunk
Okay,
again.
Uncle Brandon needs each glass.
So this is what we rated as best.
Dewar's blended Scotch Caribbean Smooth.
You're not by a microphone. There you go.
This would be the Dewar's blended Scotch Caribbean Smooth.
That's good.
It's good.
So really quick, can we try the passport and can
Yes.
we try the Kirkland?
I have to say one thing though.
Yes.
This is not a Scotch.
What is it?
What we just tried,
What do you mean it's not a Scotch? Give me that bottle, please, please.
because it's blended.
Bran, it was fucking made in Perthshire, Scotland.
I know. Maybe
You can argue that's not a single malt Scotch.
Maybe I'm saying.
Well, they don't claim to be a single
Right,
malt
well,
Scotch.
maybe I'm just like, because to me Scotch,
right.
you got even if it's a tiny bit of peatiness.
It doesn't have to be penis. It doesn't have to be penis,
I
Bran.
know that no penis needs to be involved. I understand that.
If I recall, I have to read my book that I'm reading right now.
Mhm.
Masterclass of whiskey.
It's on the water.
I believe it has to be from the Highlands. Don't quote me on that.
No, you are right. High five. There we go.
Actually, you know what's funny though? Because what's it finished in?
It's in rum barrels.
Rum and cask finish.
It's funny because
that's what
it's
I
so
get.
weird because like rum is such a non-Scotch thing.
Rum
it's
is
more like a Caribbean
rum-
kind of thing.
For me, rum is a mixer. I
Yes.
would not drink
I
rum
agree
by
with that.
itself because I have.
Right.
Rum is a mixer. So for that to be in rum barrels, I almost think that the rum almost dulled.
Well, that's what makes it not so bitey.
Right, but it also takes away for me what Scotch is.
Do we want to try another one?
Yeah, I wanted to try the passport, versus the Kirkland.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I did
That smells still pretty bad.
It's blended.
Well, it's not because it's blended. It's just
No,
because it's,
I'm not a blended Scotch fan.
How do we feel about this one?
man, that's rough. Oh god, that's rough.
This is
It makes me sound like Nick Nolte. It's like my.
This was the passport, right?
Yeah.
Let me do it. Let me do it for you guys.
Well, we
There
need,
you go.
we need to
Let's-
try that one.
Yeah, it makes me furrow my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just like
it's
not
like
good.
if that was the last drink I had, I'd be done for
Send
the.
me to literature.
Well, no, I mean for the evening. I'd be like,
Oh.
okay, I'm done drinking.
Yeah, that one's not good.
No,
No.
that's rough.
I hate blended anything.
No,
Yeah,
Isn't this blended?
first one's blended.
Blended Scotch
but it's with
whiskey.
rum. I mean blended straight, just different scotches together.
We'll see.
Yeah, fuck it. We're on the last one.
That's why I figured. Yeah.
Cheers.
Seriously, get a fucking nosing glass.
Oh,
Yes, this smells pretty strong.
it smells strong but smooth. I won't taste smooth. I know that.
You know what? We might have to flip flop the last two.
To me, this tastes like a blended Scotch whiskey without any kind of extra cask like, oh, we put it in a rum cask, we put it in this. No, it tastes like it was blended, and then that's all they did to it, even though it's a single malt. No, it's sherry cask. That's right.
Mhm.
I don't get
There
there is no sherry to it at all. This is straight up Scotch.
I'd say it's definitely better than.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll go like that.
It's still like pretty bitey.
They did.
I wonder if the sherry cask were like at the end of their life or
Well,
something.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they did a really good job with the whiskey because that's why you feel that bite with it, that tiny bite with it, and that sherry didn't do enough on its end to combat that bite to where you get that kind of almost cherry out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel like we're assholes just because I feel like the first one is a blend. Second one isn't even a Scotch. Second one, yes, that's a Scotch, but I don't know.
I'll say it this
It
way.
might just be that we prefer, because like I said, 8 years, 12 years, 20 years. We might just prefer younger
And
right.
whiskeys.
they might just not be good scotches because if I put that was it Lafroig?
Lafroig.
Lafroig.
Oh, whichever.
If I put Lafroig in here,
we would be able to recognize
yes,
Lafroig
because
right away.
Lafroig would have been number one over all of these because that's a single malt Scotch,
Yes.
and that would have destroyed all five.
I'm
of
going
these.
to the liquor store. No, yeah.
No,
No,
because we have to put it in perspective,
right.
you know, because there's one that isn't a Scotch.
Right.
There's a few that are blended, which you can call those Scotches because there's blended Scotches,
Mhm.
but that's not a true Scotch, you know? Well,
Wait, which one?
the Caribbean. Because
it's a Scotch.
It's a Scotch, but it's blended with
But
rum.
it's blended.
Yeah.
Right. This is
That's
not a single
Scotch
malt.
whiskey talk from three guys who aren't
Yeah.
distillers.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I really am curious to, the viewers. Like, if you've tried these, let us know why you would think
Mhm.
that maybe the Kirkland or maybe the Passport would be better than maybe the Caribbean Dewars. You know, maybe you prefer, there's something that you're tasting that we're not.
How much was Passport?
Andrew brought it.
Oh, okay.
Or bought it, so. Oh, is there a price on there?
Oh,
What is it? What
was
is it?
it like 16 or 17?
$16.99.
The Kirkland was like 60 or 65.
Interesting.
And I'm sure the Dewar's was less than that.
The Dewars was probably,
That was a gift also.
I would say $19.99.
See, I
And
should
I'm
have.
not joking because I've had that before.
It's probably under 30.
Because I have the, it's not a Scotch, but I have the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, which I think is
that's right, yeah.
roughly, I think that's roughly $60. We should
Because-
end this episode or end the
Yeah.
editing process.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And cut.